In the shadow of an abandoned alley, three tiny orange kittens find themselves trapped under an old rusty trash can. The air is thick with the scent of forgotten things, and the alley whispers with the rustle of windblown newspapers and the distant clatter of a bustling city. These small beings, with their fur matted and eyes wide, press against the cold, unyielding metal. The space is cramped, dark, almost suffocating. Above them, the sky shifts colors, hinting at the approach of night, while below, the hard, uncaring ground offers no comfort. Their meows, soft and desperate, rise like fragile whispers, struggling to pierce the heavy silence of their metal prison. Each call is a plea, a tiny beacon of hope flickering in the gloom. They huddle together, their bodies trembling, their hearts pounding in unison against the imminent shadow of evening. Outside, the world moves on, oblivious to the plight hidden in its midst. Their tiny paws scratch at the ground, a futile attempt at escape as the sun begins to set. As dusk settles, the sound of laughter and shuffling feet disturbs the quiet alley. A group of teenagers, caught up in their own raucous amusement, wander into the dimly lit space. Their eyes land on a peculiar sight. A cluster of orange kittens, tiny and bewildered, trapped beneath an overturned trash can. The air, thick with the scent of mischief, changes as one of the teens jokingly scoops up a handful of sand. With a smirk, he tosses it towards the helpless kittens. His laughter encourages his friends who join in, turning the kittens' plight into a cruel game. Each handful of sand thrown at the trapped kittens is accompanied by bursts of careless laughter, as the teens remain oblivious to the fear they're instilling. The small cries of the kittens, desperate and soft, are almost drowned out by the teenagers' boisterous antics. As the sky darkens further, the cruelty seems to amplify, casting a shadow over what was once just an innocent alley. The laughter fades, leaving behind frightened whimpers under the cold, dark sky. The night deepens, but a distant sound of footsteps brings a new chapter. As the moon casts a silvery glow on the quiet street, a kind-hearted lady in her 50s approaches the scene. She hears the soft, desperate meows coming from beneath the overturned trash can. With a look of concern etched across her face, she hurries over. Her hands, weathered yet gentle, reach out to the trash can, lifting it with care. The orange kittens, small and trembling, blink up at her, their eyes wide with a mix of fear and relief. She whispers soothing words, her voice a soft melody in the cool night air. "It's okay, little ones. You're safe now," she coos as she scoops the fragile kittens into her arms, cradling them close to her heart. They nestle into her warmth, their tiny bodies relaxing as they realize they are no longer alone. With the kittens safe in her embrace, she carries them to her blue car, their new journey just beginning. Arriving at a warm, welcoming home, the kittens' new life unfolds. The door swings open and the lady, with a gentle smile, steps into a sunlit room, the orange kittens cradled in her arms. She gently sets them down on a soft, plush carpet. The room is quiet except for the faint hum of a nearby window, letting in a breeze that ripples through their fur. Initially, the kittens huddle together, their eyes wide and cautious. The world outside had not been kind to them, and trust does not come easy. However, the scent of something delicious begins to waft through the air. The lady has prepared a feast fit for tiny feline kings, bowls brimming with fresh water and a mound of kibble that seems like a mountain to their small eyes. Curiosity soon overtakes their hesitation. One kitten, bolder than the rest, makes the first tentative steps towards the food. As he nibbles at the kibble, his eyes light up with approval. It doesn't take long for his siblings to follow, and soon there's a symphony of crunching and purring. After their meal, the lady introduces them to their next surprise, a plethora of toys. There are balls with bells, feathers on strings, and even a climbing tower. The room is transformed into a playground, and the kittens throw themselves into the joy of play. Their movements are awkward, clumsy, yet utterly endearing as they learn to pounce and leap. As the sun begins to set, casting a golden glow into the room, the kittens' energy wanes. They find themselves drawn to a corner of the room where a bed awaits them, not just any bed, but a fluffy, soft haven that seems to embrace them in its warmth. The lady watches them, her eyes twinkling with joy as they explore, play, and finally settle down. The kittens, once shivering under a cold, harsh metal can, now bask in the comfort of a loving home. As they curl up in their cozy new bed, the once terrified kittens now purr in contentment, a stark contrast to their earlier plight. Fast forward 1 year, a lively celebration is underway. Imagine a room filled with joy and merriment where once timid kittens, now confident and vibrant orange cats are the stars of the show. It's not just any day, it's their birthday, and what a splendid party it is. Balloons in hues of gold and silver float gently above, while streamers crisscross in playful abandon from wall to wall, creating a canopy of colors. The air is filled with the sounds of soft melodic purring and the occasional playful meow. Each cat wears a tiny, sparkling party hat sitting jauntily atop their heads, making them look both regal and utterly adorable. The room is a carousel of delight as these feline friends chase after fluttering ribbons and roll about with their new toys, a variety of catnip mice and feather wands, gifts that spark their curiosity and playful nature. In the corner, a table is laden with a feast fit for feline royalty. A grand cake, fashioned from the finest tuna and decorated with a sprinkle of catnip, stands proudly as the centerpiece. Surrounding it are small, delectable treats, tiny fish-shaped cookies and bowls of creamy milk. As the birthday cats approach, their eyes light up with anticipation, and they partake in the feast, their whiskers twitching in contentment. Observing all this is the kind lady who rescued them. Her eyes are warm with affection, and her smile broadens as she watches the cats she saved, now healthy and happy, enjoying their special day. Her heart swells with pride at the sight of their unbridled joy, their life now a stark contrast to the dire straits from which they came. From peril to paradise, these orange cats have not just survived, they have thrived. They leap and tumble, their coats glossy and their eyes bright, embodying the spirit of celebration and the triumph of a second chance at life. In this room filled with laughter and love, it's clear that they have not just found a shelter, but a forever home where every day is a celebration of life.